man.
Right.
Keep reading, Alataza.
In April, the CBP tracked 58,964 encounters with migrant families.
How many?
58,964 encounters with migrant families.
58,000 migrant families they're encountering. Let me say this, man. Best believe that number is really higher. This is just them trying to be politically correct, man. Go ahead, Ike.
58,964 encounters with migrant families and 11,478 unaccompanied minors. CBP encounters with migrant families increased 28% between March and April.
It increased. What did it say? It increased or decreased? It increased by 28%. So you know that number is higher, man. And this is why we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Because they treat us like illegal immigrants on our own soil, man. How in the hell are you gonna lock up brown children in cages, man? What in the hell gives you the right to treat our children like that, man? What in the hell gives you the right to treat black and brown men and women like that? God is gonna deal with you for the way you treat us, man. And you're so proud and arrogant, man. Y'all are so proud and arrogant, thinking America will never have to answer for that. Talk about America as the greatest country in the world. God damn America, man. F America. I say it like that. F America. F all you Americans. You so-called white people, man. You are gonna pay for what you have done, man, to those children. And let God rain his vengeance on you for that, man. And all you, anyone that thinks I'm being racist will come prove us wrong. All you white people that claim to not be racist, you could come up here and prove you're not racist. If you think it's wrong, right, that not all white people agree with this, you could come up here and prove it, man. But I doubt any of y'all will, because you know deep down, you know it's the truth. That's what I'm saying, man.
That's right.
You will never give up your white privilege, right? You will never give up being in power, man. You will never recognize that black and brown children, black and brown men, black and brown women are human beings, because then in turn it means you have to share your power with them, man. That's why. You don't want, and what it really means is that you don't want to recognize that they are God's chosen people. You don't want to accept the fact that you have been oppressing God's chosen people, man. That's what you've been doing, and you're going to pay, America. Best believe you're going to pay, man. But go ahead, that this also shows that the Bible is our story, man. That story, I'm going to show you where it's in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Go ahead, whenever you got it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, right? Wake up, Raza. The white man is your enemy. White people are your enemy. You shall serve them in thirst and in hunger and in nakedness and in want of all things, right? What do you think the want of all things is, man? The reason why our Raza has to migrate, right, all the way down from Latino America, from South America, right, over here to America, is because a devil goes out there and tells them that if you come over here, you can get a job and live good and live large, have a great life. You come chasing that, or you can have the American dream. That's the want of all things, to come get that American dream. Well, it's a goddamn lie, Raza. You come over here, you get a low-paying job, and then the oppressor mistreats you while on that job. Wasn't there a video circulating on Lataza of a devil slapping a brown woman in the face? That's what happened, right? He was slapping her in the face. That's what you come over here for, man. You risk death and all types of obstacles, making that journey on the what's it called, on La Bestia, that trail all the way down from Latino America to over here, just to come over here and get slapped in the face. You go through all that hell trying to come over here to America from El Salvador, from Honduras, from Mexico, just to get murdered at a Walmart in El Paso, just to get rounded up on the job by immigration, man. That's the proof you're oppressed. And then when I mention that, you're going to tell me F me? You're going to say I'm exhibiting victim mentality? God damn y'all, man.
Right.
That you are the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Because if this happened to any other nation, if this was happening to the Asians, best believe China would wage war on America right now.
Right.
If this was happening to the Arabs, best believe the OPEC nations would cut off their oil from America. To the Africans, to the East Indians, every other nation, they would protest and say exactly what I'm saying. They have no problem, and none of their own would try to come against them and try to silence them. Keep reading that.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. He shall keep you in bondage until you are destroyed, man. That's why we're destroyed right now. We're in hell, in the ghettos and in the barrios, man. On the reservations, man. We got nothing. We're destroyed because they have put a yoke of iron on our necks, man. And it's still to this day, we are not free in America. Like I said, you don't even have freedom of speech because someone will come and try and silence you. You'll lose your job. You'll be called an American. The FBI will come get you because you're angry about the oppression that they do to you. You're angry about the way America treats you, man. Keep reading now.
Verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Who's the nation that's locking our kids up right now? It's a nation from far.
From the end of the earth.
Where did these gringos come from, man? You think they were from here? Nah, they came from the other end of the earth. Where's Europe? Where's the caves of those Caucasus Mountains that these cave dwellers come from? The other end of the earth. Keep reading, Allah Ta'ala.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. What is the symbol of America? The eagle. What was the symbol of Spain? The eagle, right? So that lets you know something, man. Keep reading, not.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Now, ask yourself this, Raza. You think your indigenous ancestors understood the language of the Europeans when they came over here? Of the Spaniards? Of the French? Of the English? No, they didn't. The Mayas, the Aztecs, the Incas, they did not understand the language of the conquistadors. The Taínos, the Arawaks, they did not understand their language and their tongue. And for you, black man and woman, your ancestors, when they were hiding away in Africa, right, from Rome, right, from escaping the Romans, you think they understood the language of the Europeans, of the Dutch, of what are the Germans, all those Europeans? You think they understood their language? No, they didn't. So that's a clue right there who this Bible is talking about. Everything happening to us can be found in the Bible. You keep reading, not.
A nation of fierce countenance.
No sweat,
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
A nation of fierce countenance, who shall not show regard nor favor to the old nor the young. So once again, I just proved how that curse fits us, because look at what both our elders and our children are facing in those detention centers, man. What our ancestors have faced in slavery, whether you were a child or an elder, you face fierce countenance from these oppressors, man. Is there any more in there? Is that it? No sweat. If you could, I'd go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, right? Because, like I said, man, everyone, a lot of Christians, right, especially Uncle Toms and Tio Tomases, they like to use the guise of Christianity to say that you can't use the curses in Deuteronomy to prove we're Israelites, that we can't use Deuteronomy 28 to prove who we are. Well, this is what Christ had to say, man. Jesus, who you call Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, is basically saying everything I'm saying right now. Go ahead, Ike, you got it?
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty.
I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, man. Black and brown are in tribulation right now. Black and brown are in poverty right now. Black and brown have a lot of works that the Most High is looking at, that Christ is looking at. Keep reading, not.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, But thou art rich.
But thou art rich, man, because as poor and as, not desired as you are in America, you got style, black man and brown man. You got style, Raza. You got estilo, man. The whole world knows who you are, man. You go to Japan, you go to Europe, you go across the world. These oppressors are copying your style, the way you rap, the way you sing, the way your arte, your style of how you dress, man. They copy all that. Your food, right? I don't see Rachel Ray getting heat for making, matzo ball soup, man, or whatever Jewish people make, man. She's not getting heat for that, but she was trying to make pozole. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, you know what I mean? Go ahead,
But thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
And he knows the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Right.
Who's been claiming this identity this entire time, man? Brothers have been bringing it out, how when you're in grade school, all you hear about is the Holocaust and what they went through, and very little about your oppression, black man and brown man. I never learned about Latino lynchings. I never knew that even happened to us, you know what I mean? I didn't know that this used to be Mexico before America came and stole it from my people, man.
Right.
I barely learned that outside of school, man, because they don't want us to know our history, man. I always been told the lie that that we're supposedly part Spaniard and part indigenous, man. But there's a proof that we are not Spaniards, Raza. Where in the hell is the European Union to come save those kids in the detention centers? Right. Why is the European Union not asking for sanctions against America for the way they treat Mexicans, for the way they treat Latinos and so-called Hispanics? And the same thing for you, black man and woman. Why is the African Union not charging America for the way America treats black people?
Right.
For Jordan Neely, for John Hernandez, the way the police treat them, America's not. The EU and the AU are doing nothing. You know why? Because they know you are not their people. Right. Spaniards know, Raza, that you are not their people, man. Right. You are indigenous people of this land, Raza. And more than that, you are Israelites, because indigenous is not even your real name.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy.